All right, what I want to do is last time, if you watched the first Roblox video, it was on the game Welcome to Bloxburg, which is like a community, um, role-playing game mostly. And I showed how I was using it as a building platform. And what I want to do now is show you a different game, which is a different format, but it appeals to me again because it's a building platform. So basically, I'm not interested in role playing. I mean, I won't say that when I started out learning how to play with my granddaughter, we didn't play some other kind of games where you just knock things over and, just getting used to it. But basically now, if I'm basically playing alone and I like to build things on my own, I don't want to role play with myself. So here we go. Let me share the screen. Okay, so now what I want to do is drop this, and then I'll go into Roblox player. Probably already logged in. Maybe not. Oh, okay, log in. So you can log in as any of your identities. You can have as many different alternate accounts, as they call them, as you want. And like I explained last time, I sometimes have different accounts with different avatars so that I can fit my personality, my virtual personality, to the game I'm playing. So if I'm in a pirate game, I have a pirate avatar, and to make it more interesting, I'll give the pirate avatar a piratey name. So I think I had, I don't know, 4 or 5 different game personalities at one point, because I was playing 4 or 5 different kinds of games. Okay, so I'll log in as Norman Castle. And then, like we did last time, I'll go to, no, I don't want that. All I want is, I just want to, okay, here we are, home. The same, actually, I think I'll change my avatar. Let me just show you how you do that. So right now I'm dressed as some sort of sheik from the desert. And I've got different people here that, not different people, but I've got different things that I have saved or downloaded in the past that I could reuse. But I think I'll find one of my save people. Let's see. Characters. Creations. I think I'm going in the right direction. Yeah, okay. So these are all like different people. Now I'm going to be playing a game where it's basically a lumberjack game. So I'll try to pick a character here who looks like someone that might work in a lumber yard. So, I don't want to pick somebody that doesn't fit. Here we go. One of the lumbermen right here. Okay. So now for this game, even I'm the same person, but I will be dressed as a lumberjack. Okay, so now we got to go back and get in the game. And the game is Lumber Tycoon. Okay, and this is, as I said, it's a tycoon game where you try to build up your business, and it's you cut down trees, and well, I'll explain it to you. But again, I'm not so much interested in the business, although I need to have the lumber and the trees and everything and the sawmills and all that stuff in order to make the materials that I build my buildings out of. So without any materials, not building anything. Okay, thank you. Welcome back. The one I want to load is number 3. And so what I'm doing is I'm loading what I've already built. I just want to show you. I'm going to show you what that is. This is just a place. And all these, like up here, are different kinds of trees. You can go to islands and get different trees. So if you want to have exotic woods and all of that, and if you want, can I go here? I guess so. If you want to get electric lights, special lights, you have to take a boat over to an island where they sell the lights, and store closes at night and all this stuff, on and on and on. So it looks like somebody, well, after I get into my building, then I can walk around and do things. But it looks like somebody left some wood over there. I always like to steal wood if I can. We'll see if I can find it. Now, again, I apologize if this looks choppy. It doesn't look choppy to me, but I found out from the last video that when you record like this, it doesn't record at the same rate. And so what you get is a choppy playback. So what I'm doing is I'm just going over here to see what this, if somebody left some wood here I can use. But this is a nice, I mean, this isn't a bad world just to wander around in if you like nature, and you can go all over the place. And there's some challenging places like caves and mazes and stuff. But basically, it's a lumber management and building game, but it has an economic flavor. So somebody left all this white wood here, and if I'm lucky, yes, I can take it. But I'm not going to spend a lot. Normally, I'd bring my truck over here and steal all this, but now you see that giant tall thing? That's mine. That's my building. And basically what I'm going to do here is I'm not going to spend a lot of time on how to play the game, but here you can see guys chopping down a tree. He doesn't have a very good axe. And chopped it down. Then he's got to take it over to the store and put it through the mill, and he gets some money. And then he used the money to buy things. But as you can see, I have $7.1 million. So, I don't need the money. So what I do, I took this stick from the guy that left it there. And sometimes that happens if somebody leaves the game and they have all that wood there. It just sits there. And if you're lucky, you can jump in there and take it. So I'm giving you a little tour around my base here. All this stuff, again, is just like the other game. You start out with nothing. Oh, there's the ferry boat. I just want to show you this. If you want to go to another island where there's exotic wood and electrical devices, you can take this boat, but you have to wait like 10 minutes for it to sail. And then when you get there, if you don't catch it right away, coming back, you have to wait again for it. And you can spend the whole half a day just using that ferry. So what I want to do is get to one of my sawmills. And again, this stick by stick, this was built. This is, again, a months long project, and it's not done yet. I can still add things. Can I use this one? No. I use the regular one. And I have a truck, and you can drive the truck you can get different trucks, drive them around. Okay, here's a sawmill. This is a mess. I should clean this place up. So I put the wood in there, and it saws itself into lumber. Oh, that looks like that's ice wood. Well, if I was really, yeah, it is. It's ice wood, very rare. See how it slides around? Now, if I wasn't doing this demo, I'd get the truck and take all that ice wood. It's worth $1 million. Anyway, so here's the thing, and all this wood, this has all been sawed, so I can make things out of it. And how you make things is you buy blueprints in the store, and these are blueprints you have. So, everything you build, everything you see here is built from blueprints. So let's say I want a chair because I'm tired of standing around. So I put the blueprint chair there, and then I'm going to quit. You know, it's done. You forget these things. So what should I make it out of? I can make it out of any of this wood, which I've already sawed up. So it's a chair, so it'd probably be made out of some kind of mahogany or something. So you take the wood and you drop it there, and it's 59% done. And so you keep adding wood to it until it's a chair. Okay. Now I can sit down and relax. So you're looking at months. I don't know how long I've been working on this sawmill, and this is like the 5th time I've probably been through this game and built all this. And you want to know some of this stuff. Every piece has to be taken up individually. Like, if I wanted to take up a piece of well, let's say I wanted to take up a chair. Okay, so the chair I just made, where'd it go? Okay, no, get out of the chair. Okay, so I can move the chair. So now I'm carrying it. You can't really see it. See, it's like ghostly, but it's there. So now what I want to do is I want to go up to the top and put the chair there. Again, you got to realize, like, this one section of wall here is one section, but it took probably 20 logs to make it. And those all had to be cut down and, processed. And you also have to have the blueprints to make those things. So this is and each thing is carried up, like each one of these blocks, white ones and green ones, that's an individual piece of thing that gets built with wood, and then it has to be carried up here and stuck on that wall. So that's not so bad. But when you start carrying up to the top, just taking one brick up there can take like 5 minutes. And these stairs were built like 3 at a time. And there's a little house in there, but I'm not going to go into all the details. I mean, this is an endless process, and the people have seen this, that it's the greatest construction in this game they've ever seen. And I agree with that, because I'm not modest anymore. I turned 80. I stopped being modest. So again, and the lights, you have to go to an island, and they cost 700 game dollars. Okay, so I could actually use up my millions pretty fast if I bought a lot of neon lights. And this is a castle thing I built up here. I'm sorry if it's choppy, because it isn't choppy here. It's smooth as silk. But I guess the frame rate really drops when it's recorded and rebroadcast. And see, then I put little things in here like, and again, look at this floor. How many trips up? Every block is a trip up from the sawmill with a piece of floor. Okay, and then I built this little balcony here, and I like going up. Some people, some people go up by just building a ladder that goes up and up and up. That's boring. I try to make it interesting. Okay, so then we're going up and up, and again, every piece here. This floor here has about a dozen wooden floor sections, and each one of those took probably about 15 pieces of wood, and each had to be carried up individually. I'm just trying to tell you how much time is invested in this, and people say, how can you sit up there and do this all day long? You must be a weirdo. No, it's hard work. Sometimes I just don't understand people. And people in this game are pretty self-occupied. They're building their own stuff. And if they see my tower, they might come over and say, well, and I'll say, you want to come up? You want to, take a tour? But it's not like Welcome to Bloxburg. It's not a lot of social interaction in this game. And in fact, sometimes what they do is they'll come over and they say, you know, you're rich, can I have some money? And I say, go away. No, you're not getting any money. I earned every stick myself. Now this is fun. This is the glass floor. And every piece of glass, you have to go on the ferry boat to the island. Oh no, I'm sorry. You go across the bridge to a different island. Where's that bridge? Can't see it. See, it's a foggy day. We've already lost the viewpoint here. But you have to get that glass and you have to come up here and you have to build it. And the truck will only hold about 6 panes of glass. So then, and these switches, these are the lights. You know, you can turn the lights on and off, but I'm carrying a chair now, so I don't have time to turn lights on and off. Okay, so this is like the conference room up here. So I'm in charge. Everybody do what I tell you. Oh, there's nobody here, so I guess I don't have anybody to holler with. And then it goes up above here, but what I did, you know, I'm not, let me back up here, see where I am. I'm not interested in going up and building onto that. I could go, I don't know how high you can go. This is pretty much up there. And normally, you know, as you can see the clouds, and then at night you can see the moon and the stars and all that. There's the sun setting. At least you can see the sun going down. Try that outside. You'll go blind, first of all. But anyway, so I've been building up on here, and then if I'm going to put some lights up. So I built this catwalk here, and you see I've got a switch here already. And I'm going to put lights along here, and they'll, oh, this looks like somebody's down there. Anyway, and they'll come along here and light this area, but I haven't, that's the last thing I was working on. So I've only built the catwalk. I haven't put in the lights yet. Watch your step. Tricky. Okay, now then you go here, see, again, just like with the other game, I haven't been in here in like a few weeks, so thanks to some people I'd like to throw off of this thing, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. You know, tell me I can't entertain myself. I'm 80 years old. I might be dead next week, but I can't entertain myself because I'm a pervert. You know, it makes me disgusted. So anyway, this glass floor is hard to maneuver around because you can't always see where you are. And so I'll probably end up putting some posts up and some lights here. But for now, I'm going to take the elevator. These are good elevators. They're very quick. It's only this quick stop that bothers you. Okay, oh, I forgot to leave the chair. Well, you know what? I'm not going back up there. You see how long it takes to do one thing? All I want to do is leave the chair. Now I'm stuck with the chair. Now here, see, here's a piece of floor or wall, I don't know what it is, but see, I built it from the blueprint, but it's not actually there yet. So what I have to do is get some wood. So it'll be there. So I'll just cut down some wood. I have some different axes. I have the best axe in the game right at the moment. Okay, now take the wood and find out where the entrance to the sawmill is. I had 2 or 3 sawmills. I mean, when you start out, you don't have any. And so, you know, when you don't have any sawmills, you can just take the trees to the store and shove them in there and you get a little bit of money. But after you saw them up yourself, if you take them over there, they're worth a lot more. So a raw tree like this I'm carrying isn't worth a lot. But once you saw it up, you say, okay, where's my, you know, I'll put it in there just to save time, but see, it won't fit. So I've got to cut it into sections. Now it'll fit. So what I'm going to do is I'm just showing you here how things work. Now, this isn't a big log, but I've cut trees where the log is so big, you have to cut it in little slices to get it to go in the sawmill. Oh, come on, show the people how bad you are at this game after you haven't been in it for 2 months. Get in there. There you go. That might fit, might not. Oh, it's stuck. Okay, so we'll cut it up. No big deal. But you can see what the fun of this game is accumulating the materials. So, I mean, and what's interesting, I'm just a side light here, these glowing blue things, I don't even know where those trees live. But what happens is people have left the game, like that ice wood I found when we started. They leave the game and sometimes they leave piles of this stuff and I get right over there quick and steal it all. It's not stealing because once they've left the game, it's just there. So if you can get that, that's where I've gotten all the blue wood. And if you can do that, forgot what I was doing though. But anyway, you've seen the tower. Here's all my machinery. And I've got this set up. Oh, here's the entrance to, the main entrance for sawing wood. I've got this, ouch, my head. I've got this set up now so that these, you have to buy these and put them all together so that the wood goes where I want it to go. So I don't have to chase it around. Oh, I was going to show you how how I can turn this into something. That's already built. I really fouled that up. I'll go over here. Plenty of wood over here. Okay, I'm going to make it out of some of this wood. So I'll drop it on there. Now, only 33%. So now I got to get more wood. And luckily I have a plethora, is that right, of wood. No, that means you don't have any, doesn't it? I don't know, it's a terrible thing when the brain starts leaking out of your head, but here we go. I'm gonna get another piece. I'm just mixing the wood together. It doesn't really change the color, but if you want something that looks right, well, it takes a lot of wood. And that's just a piece of floor. It's not even an important thing. And I had to go get this wood. This wood I had to get on the ferry. 88%. You wonder why I sit here for a month? This is why I sit here for a month. Because for one piece of floor there, now it's a piece of floor. Now, or maybe it's a wall. I don't know, I'm going to stick it up here anyway. So then you can rotate it, turn it, rotate it, and stick it. So now I've got a wall here, whether I wanted it or not, but there we go. Okay. So, I'm not going to show you all the interesting places. There's one place where you have to cut a tree down, climb to the top of the tree, jump up on a cliff, walk like a mile into a swamp, wade through the swamp. And at the other end of the swamp are all these cool trees, green and gold and stuff like that. And sometimes you can drive your truck up a precipitous place, but I think you've seen enough. So I'm going to shut this, see if we can get Norman to say goodbye. Oh, Norman. I don't know what's wrong with Norman. He's mad because I made him do all this work and it accomplished nothing. Okay. So, I mean, that's about it. I'm still rich. I put up one wall. I put a chair where I didn't want a chair. And so that's about the extent of it. Okay, so hasta la vista. mis amigos, and I'll leave. And then I said, I'm leaving. Okay, and then I'm going to stop sharing, and then I'm going to see if I can save this somewhere. Okay, so long.